Jessica.
Hello.
Hello. And you've worn extensions before,
Yes, I have.
and you were a little nervous about it.
I was very nervous because I have hypothyroid and it makes my hair very thin, brittle, and I was scared that the keratin might ruin it, but actually it hasn't. It's been really good. My hair has grown a lot.
I think it's grown since.
Yeah, and it got thicker actually.
Yeah, we'll show the back. So she's ready to really go for a longer look, and I'm comfortable with it. In the beginning, I didn't want to add too much hair, but now we're gonna do some regular extensions here, and some smaller extensions up here. You just don't want them to be too heavy on the hair. The thing is, I choose the keratin in this case because her hair is fine. It tends to be a little more oily. There are other options out there, but I don't think that they're going to stay. So I think it's best that we work with the keratin, and it will last the longest. So we'll check back. So we've added several rows of hair extensions. The key with this is Jessica's hair is fine, so you want to keep them very light, very airy. And as we go up, what's very important to do is have very clean sections. Always follow the way the hair grows. You can kind of see that in this case, her hair kind of follicles are going off to the left. And you need to ensure that the extension is small enough. So when I get up high, I take a little bit of the keratin off. And this also applies with other types of extension methods, that being hair locks or whatever you decide. I find that hair locks can slide easier than the keratin. Then I split the extension directly in half. So the extension is much smaller. So now what I'm doing is I'm taking a section and I'm following the growth pattern of her hair. And the hair extension section has to be perfect. It is, in order to support this hair extension, especially on finer hair, it has to be the same width across, no crossover hairs, as it is going down. So with height. Some people don't use shields. It's crazy. Shields just protects the hair. Now what we do is we take this smaller extension that's split in half, and some of the keratin's taken off, and we purge this tiny extension into the hair. This creates a very custom hair extension set because you don't need the whole head to be done with these little extensions. Some people like it, but to me, it just doesn't give you enough hair. And if you have someone like Jessica who doesn't have a lot of hair, it's best to use some bigger extensions, appropriate sections. Cut off the top, split the extension. And this also creates lightweight layers as well. And people talk about the temperature, the heat of the iron, whether you purge the extension bonds in with ultrasound heat or not, or just regular thermal heat. I'm touching this with my fingers, and I could also touch cold fusion with my fingers. So they're very small, and the heat does no harm. So all of her extensions are done. There's some very small, little tiny extensions in her hair that are virtually undetectable. What I like to do, because of her thyroid problem, her hair is a little fine around her whorl. This is her growth pattern. So what we use is a little bit of powdered fibers. You can get these right online on our site, noellesalon.com. And it's great to add some volume to the hair, and especially if you have dark hair and it's a little thinner. What it does is it sort of darkens the scalp a little bit, and it actually thickens as well. You could just put it throughout the whole top. Okay, so we've got the back. You wanted some loose waves. Can we see the front? So what do you think?
I love it.
You do.
It's better than what I wanted. And it feels good.
Does it?
Yeah, it feels really
Can't
good.
ask for more than that. And what we did is we did lots of angles so that it blends nicely. And your own hair is growing in so well. I'm so happy.
Yes, definitely.
And you can wear this all up and you feel comfortable with it. So I thank you for letting us.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah,
You
letting
do
us
awesome. And she always answers all questions if you have.
Thank you, Jessica.
Thank you.